Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of BigBrainCraft. And today we're starting the episode off just outside of our storage room in the Nether because I want to show you something really cool that we've been working on. So we just finished this a little while ago, and basically it's the entrance to the storage room. It's quite grand. And so this is a 6x6 piston vault door, and the design's by Prudii Gaming, and I'll link that, of course, in the description. But yeah, it's so cool. And as you can also see, we've finished all the decoration for the storage room. Kaubee spent a lot of time working on this, and we went through a few different variations, and man, this thing looks so cool. And we've also added some functionality to the storage system. We expanded this out and added some categories because we just kind of decided that there weren't enough categories in the previous setup to have everything that we wanted. And then also I added a shulker unloader and shulker filter so that we have everything hooked up to a universal input here. And so we can put either items or shulker boxes full of items, and it will sort them out. It'll take the shulker boxes, empty them, and then sort the contents. And then it'll just, if it's just a stackable item, it'll just put it directly into the system. And then we also have it set up so that if we have an item in here, it won't let us open the door, at least from the inside. And that's to keep us from accidentally leaving the area while this is sorting, since it will break and it's pretty annoying to fix if we leave the loaded chunks while this is running. And we have done that a couple of times, and yeah, it's not fun to fix. I want to show you what this looks like. I wonder what the best way is to get back here. Might have to. Yeah, so this big thing here is the shulker unloader, and then there's a shulker filter up there. And the shulker filter design is by IthreyMesh, and this shulker unloader design is by Nish. I actually had to make some changes to the shulker filter design because it didn't really work very well with the item elevator. Because of just the way the timings work out. And so I made some improvements to it that make it a lot more reliable, and I might do a separate video on those. But yeah, this thing is so cool. So we're about to head over to the shopping district because there's a new shop by MindedGryphon that we want to go check out. So here we are in the shopping district, and I'm not really sure where this shop is, so I'm going to have to walk around a bit and find it. All right, so here it is. And there's some instructions. This is the backup box shop, and they sell backup boxes for 1 diamond. And we can't look into the box before taking it. And actually, I forgot my diamonds and my ender chest, so I'm gonna have to run and grab something here. But yeah, these are 1 diamond, which, I mean, we're selling shulker boxes for 5 diamonds, so it's worth it just for the shulker box. So we're gonna go ahead and pay our 1 diamond and take the box. Grab this one. Now let's see what we got. And oh my gosh. Let's see. Elytra, some rockets. Oh wow, this is really nice. Ah, there's some really cool stuff in here. That's such a good deal. Yeah, thanks, Griffin. Yeah, I think these are really just more of a gift for the community than they are, you know, an actual business, because, I mean, the amount of work that it would take to get an Elytra and everything else, that's insane to offer that for that price, so that's really kind of her. So now we're going to head back to our base because I've been working on a farm and there's some things I wanted to talk about relating to that. As you can see here, I've finally got around to prepping the ocean monument for a guardian farm. And it's it's a little bit of a tedious process because you've got to lay out you know, all the stone and then remove the water, and yeah, not necessarily the most fun thing to do, but I thought I might share some tricks with you about doing this, because the first time that I did this, it wasn't really obvious how to go about removing this water. I'll kind of show you why. Because if you have like a big body of water like this, and you just place a sponge like that, it's gonna fill back up. Like you can see this all filled up, and so you can't just remove you know, remove a large body of water. And so the easiest way that I've found to do this is to make these lines of sand. I do sand because it's the easiest to remove, pretty quick to remove with a shovel, and you just lay out these lines of sand, and then you know, with 3 between, and then you just place the sponges every so often like that. And you can see we place that one a little bit too far, so we can just place another one there, and then we just go along and place these sponges. That makes removing this water pretty painless. Alright, so as you can see, we've removed the water as well as the rows of sand. So now all we need to do is mark the spawn spots. As you might know, on Bedrock Edition and for structure spawns, the mobs always spawn in particular spots. And since the way that these ocean monuments generate, they're always like isn't really any variance in the structure, and so we can mark out the exact spots where everything will spawn, and so we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so we've marked out all of the spawn spots, and as you can see, it's a little grid. The spacing's a little bit weird because it's either 9, 10, or 15 spaces in between. So you'll actually want to count those out if you do it yourself. But yeah, and then other thing to note is I'm currently facing north, and that orientation does matter. And the walls of this just go. They're pillars, and I can show you. They're pillars coming up right off the corner of the Guardian farm. You can kind of figure that out for the orientation. So now we just need to build the spawn pods and see if this thing actually spawns stuff. Alright, so this is the first spawn pod completed. I think it's 1 out of like 25. This is Kenneth Thu's design for this farm, by the way. And so we just need to add some water and tridents and see if it works. Let's see if I can place this water through here. Yep, just like that. Then we'll add trident there, and a trident there. Turn it on, and we'll see if we can get one of these guys to spawn. So I had to back up a little bit, and after doing that, these guys started spawning, and you can see we're getting quite a few of them. So rates on this should be pretty good. So now we just need to repeat that 24 more times. So I finished building out the spawn pods, and I actually made this a little bit too small because I've also started laying out the ice for the item transportation. And it would have been nice to have this a little bit wider because I actually had to knock out a little part of this wall to put the item transportation. I might have been able to move it some other way, but that was probably the easiest way to do it. But yeah, it would have been nice to have just built that one block further, but not a big deal. So now we're going to finish building out the item transportation, and then we'll need to add item collection, and I need to make enchant enough tridents to fit in here, so that's going to take a while. So this should be the item transportation mostly finished, and then we'll have everything collected at this spot here, and then it'll be sent up to where we'll have the AFK spot. And then currently working on the wiring up all the trident killers to a single control system. So to do that, we're just kind of going here. Let's see, how was I doing that? Oh yeah. So this one's on the edge, so I figured that was probably the easiest way to do that. And for these ones, just connect to it along the back. And then we'll just run all of these and control them at a single point. The item transportation and redstone are pretty much complete at this point. We're sending the items and XP up to the AFK spot that should be up there. So now we need about 50 impaling tridents. I've already made a few here, but we need quite a few more, and I've already used up all of the impaling books from the raid farm. So I'm gonna go and see if anyone has any for sale, or see if we can scrounge some up, because I need probably about 40 more books. So I went to Nico's trading hall to see if there was a villager there that sold impaling, and I didn't see one. So checking all of the rest of the shops, Books by Bros doesn't seem like it sells impaling, but I did find here in the raid shop, looks like there are a couple of books. So we're gonna go ahead and buy these here. I think there was, yeah, here's the other one. We've still got quite a few to see if we can source. I might try enchanting a few tridents, see how lucky we get doing that. But if we want impaling 5, I think that you can only get that by combining. But it might be worth trying to get impaling 4 on some tridents and then combining those with an impaling 4 book. That might be a more efficient way of doing it. So yeah, we'll see. So I notice this shop pretty much every time I'm in the shopping district, and it's a shop by DMAC, I think. It's Restock RS, and this said that they'll fully restock an item for 1 diamond, which seems like a really good deal, unless I'm misunderstanding it. And it just says no ancient debris, elytra, or dragon head. So we need to restock TNT at Everest. So we'll just go ahead and do that. And curious if we'll actually get that stocked. Well, I tried enchanting some tridents with an enchanting table, and it didn't go too well. Wasn't really able to get high levels of impaling, and it just ends up using a lot of levels, so probably not worth it. Probably just gonna have to spend a lot of time at the raid farm, or might have to set up a couple villagers so that we can trade for the books. But these are the ones that I have so far, so I think we're gonna go ahead and install these, and then we'll just put the water in those, and then we'll see how it performs. So I think we built this platform too high, probably just because of the recent spawning changes I didn't consider. Because we built that at 96, and I think we want it like I think we want the AFK spot to be like 24 blocks above the spawn spots, which means that it should actually be at like 86. So we should move that, but you can see I'm standing at like 86 right now, and we're getting quite a few spawning here. Or yeah, there we go. And they're getting killed pretty quick. You can see all that XP and loot coming just from these 4 pods that we have active. Yeah, not bad at all. Well, I think that's all we're going to be able to get done on this farm for now, and we need to go meet up with MindedGryphon to initiate her into the Wither cult. MindedGryphon, we hear that you're interested in joining the Wither cult?
Yeah, totally.
So
that's why I'm here.
Do you pledge your soul to the Wither King and promise to carry out his will and do what's necessary to bring him back to our realm?
I mean, I don't have a soul, but sure.
Then step into this bed of holy flowers and be born.
Okay, this may take a minute. Woo!
Ooh.
Stop stealing my XP.
Congratulations, you are now one of us.
Cool.
Yay!
Awesome. Good night.
So we have a gift for you, now that you are a part of...
Oh, so sweet. Goal of destruction, really?
Yes, the Skull of Destruction. There, you can collect them all. There's a bunch of skulls.
I keep opening that!
Stop it! Stop it! Oh yes, that looks very fitting. That looks interesting.
Perfect.
Yes.
Yay!
A wither with purple hair. Totally makes sense.
So I think that just about wraps up our episode for today. But if you like this kind of thing, like and subscribe. And I'll probably also have some redstone tutorials coming out here pretty soon, so keep an eye open for that. Until next time.
Are you full health?
Yeah.
What? No way.